All right, we are live. Welcome back to Trueleon Army Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Andrew. We got Coach D and my man, Realtor Steve here. And sorry we're late, guys. We had a little technical difficulties going, but today we got those fixed, so we won't have any issues. So as you see with the title, we're going to be talking about how Sexyy Red was voted number one by Rolling Stones. You could just turn it down, pull it down if you need to, man. It's good. Yeah, there you go. Knees a little shorter. But,
same height. This guy. Same height over here.
Oh my God, man.
He wore the same tight pants and shit. But but hey, listen, thank you guys for coming back. So again, we're talking about Sexyy Red got voted number one rap song Skeet for 2023 by Rolling Stones. Also, we're going to talk about the allegations that both Diddy and TD Jakes have. And we'll play the content so you guys will be able to hear it. We'll give our exact commentary on it. So while these guys are talking, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the stuff with, what's her name? Okay, so we have the top 15 best rap songs. So we have number 15, Offset and Cardi B, Jealousy. We got Quavo featuring Takeoff, Patty Cake for number 14. Doja Cat, I think she definitely deserved to be on the list. Let me get rid of these. What's his names? And we got Central C, Dave. I don't even know who that is. Sprinter, do you know who that is?
Central C.
Right here. You know who that is?
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either.
Is it Dave Sprinter?
Yeah. We got Gunna. Fuck You Mean. Baby King. Now, he definitely deserved to be on this.
Who was that?
Baby King. You ain't hip to Baby King? This is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. Like, real talk, he's good. J Hus featuring Drake. I'm sure the song made it on there because Drake's on there. 41 Bent, never heard of that. Drake featuring J. Cole, First Person Shooter.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, definitely the truth. Never heard. Have you heard of them? Kim Carson?
Nah, nope.
Lil Yachty featuring J. Cole.
Heard of that one.
All right, I'll fuck with that. It's probably because J. Cole on there, real talk.
Mm-hmm.
He saved it.
V's, Not a Drill. Haven't heard of that. Have you guys heard of that? Mm-mm. All right. Ice Spice Deli.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked good, though. I think she got there because how good she looked. But you know what, though? If you had to pick her or Sexyy Red, who would you pick?
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice.
Well, you know I like light skin, but Ice Spice, man. She got a better body. She's just fuller, thicker. Sexyy Red. She just needs to change her name to Red. You know what I mean?
And we got Lotto featuring Cardi B. Put It on the Flow again.
I heard that was alright though. I do like that song. Yeah, the video.
And look, voted number one. Check this out, bro. So voted number one, Sexyy Red. Skeet! Number one by Rolling Stones. So I took it a step further and I said, man, let me look and see what everyone's for it. So let me just go to the little Twitter stuff people were saying. So it's okay for every other black artist to be up there, but when it comes to, so it's like a mixed bag. Damn it, man! Don't you hate all these things? And again, I work in cybersecurity. Anybody who's developing web pages, stop having all these ads. That's how you get malware on your computer.
Is that how they get paid?
Well, yeah, but sometimes they be having like downloaders and stuff. People like getting like Chrome like extensions to download. Off subject, but back to the point. So we have __SEMA __. So if it's okay for every other black artist to be up there, but when it comes to Big Sexy, it's a joke. What do you think about that?
That's not a joke, man. That's no different than Cardi B. She started off on Love and Hip Hop, and then she jumped into the music. Well, was already kind of aspiring. So then she actually gets a break, and then it was like ready, set, go, and this woman's never looked back. They come. These one-hit wonders. They come. And she.
No, I don't think Cardi B a one-hit wonder.
No. I'm just talking about like
Sexyy Red.
Sexyy Red. She just got she caught a good wave, and as a result, number one.
Said the bar is really low. Real talent don't get rewarded like bullshit do.
I think with Sexyy Red, honestly, I don't think it's so much about lyrics. It's just she's catchy, man. It's she's coming with something different, and other artists is co-signing from her. Drake, other artists is on our albums doing collabs with her. It's just catchy, and the females like it, man. They like being able to be ratchet. She represents a lot of different of them, so I just think she just came in at the right place.
Yeah,
Right place, right time.
Her niche, man. She's found a niche and it's working for her. And she's capitalizing on it. Don't get me. She's been at the Eagles game, taking pictures with the coach and all that. Like, she's really, her marketing team is strong. I give her that much.
But it is a very catchy tune.
Mm-hmm. It is. The Sexyy Red is catchy, bro.
Yeah, when you look at the Sexyy Red, it's like it's almost borderline kind of like the sororities, because theirs is a little bit different, I think.
The
AKA.
Ain't that Sexyy Red?
Yeah. So I don't know, if it's any connection, but shit, not a bad move.
I don't know, man. I mean, in this article I have talks about how I guess a lot of people who enjoy hip hop culture stated that they're, Rolling Stone is accused of mocking black music after ranking Sexyy Red Sexyy best rap song of 2023.
What do you mean mocking though?
Meaning, I mean that's of course it's an opinion, but there are skeptics that say that that Rolling Stones is mocking black culture. That the people there who are compiling this list, out of all the things they could have pulled from on who's number one, they chose her. Now, are we just saying because now the zeitgeist changes very often, meaning that what we found valuable in quality rap back in the day may not be what these kids listen to, because every time I hear Sexyy Red's bars, I don't hear any bars at all.
Nah, I don't think they're mocking. I think she's number one for 2023 because of her streaming. She was always mainstream. People was talking about her. Like, she was in the media. Instagram, her social media was going live. She was collabing. It was just her year. Like, all the girls everybody was saying that. They was rocking her stuff in the club. Like, this was just her year. She's not like the best lyricist. I think Minaj is a better lyricist by far than her, but it was her year, man.
In all of them, hands down.
Yeah,
Minaj is the coldest.
Yeah, for sure.
And Nicki had her time. She had her time. You know what I mean? So now it's just Sexyy Red.
Nicki's still eating though.
Yeah, she is, but she's not like because she dropped the album too, didn't she?
Still that time. Yeah, she did. But when her album was doing good, Nicki capitalized off the Barbie movie too. So that was perfect. Again, that was perfect timing. Yeah. That'd be like somebody saying, oh, how could she? She's been a bard that's been her thing forever. Yeah. So I think with Sexyy Red, it was just a great window. The song stuck. Yeah. And it just is what it is.
And plus, social media can boost your music now. Yeah. When people use it in the reels and they tag it, social media can boost you and make you way popular. Even if your song is mediocre, social media can. Like the radio plays it over and over. They force you to like it, man. Yeah. Like, yo, this is dope. You know what I mean?
And when you look at those different algorithms and look at those different data points coming in, and you're like, damn. In Colorado, I spiked, off the chain. Yeah. So it's
she's our audience.
So why do you think we get in comments like throw the entire list away? From Hocus 45th on Twitter, on X, formerly known as Twitter, now X. Hip hop is officially over. It really was the best. Everyone was singing it. So again, it's a mixed bag, because I say from being a hip hop head, being someone who enjoyed the lyrics and really listened to the bars and put on my headphones and was dug in. When I hear new artists that are getting such accolades for not saying anything, for barely doesn't seem like they're putting any words together. It seems like they roll out of bed, let's put something together, got a nice beat. As long as you have a decent cadence, That's all you need.
Yeah, and I think the industry is gonna push who they want.
I agree.
They're gonna push who they want.
So again, that comes back to where you guys are saying, just because it's on the mainstream, meaning it's on TV, it's on the what do you call it? The streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So if we're being bombarded to where we're being, how can you say,
like they push it down.
conditioned to accept this artist as this is the standard. But when you get real people who just really enjoy hip hop, just love the culture, and they're disagreeing with it, how do you combat that? How do you reconcile that? Because I would never buy her album. I would never stream it. Even though they're playing it nonstop, I can't. Now, it's nothing against her. I say from making a money standpoint, do it. I think she represents everything bad in black women culture. You seen her like pregnant? What's the song? Fuck My Baby Daddy?
Yeah.
I mean, it can't get no worse than being on stage pregnant.
I've never seen that. That's new. But she's not letting pregnancy stop her bag. That's kind of like, well, can you? If people's gonna go buy the tickets to see her perform, can you blame her for not going to perform? If they buying the tickets knowing she's pregnant,
I'm not going against her for making the money. I say make it. I get it. It's no difference than females making OnlyFans content. Do what you got to do. But I'm saying it from a standpoint from being a father with daughters, and you both have daughters.
Yeah.
If you had to tell your daughters what to listen to, just because this is on the mainstream,
right.
Hey, don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. Don't sit here and don't go making OnlyFans content. Don't lay down and have a baby with a man to turn around and make a song and say, fuck my baby daddy.
Yeah. I think you really have to teach your kids to separate reality from entertainment. Mm-hmm. It's just like we was growing up, that Thug Motivation played in my car. But was I going around cooking coke in my grandma and my auntie's house? Nah, I knew how to separate, but the music was good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they just got to separate the difference between the two. This is just music. It's just entertainment. That's all it is. This is not anybody you look up to or aspire to do. You can just dance to it and rock out and have fun. And I also think we in a different age bracket, man. It's like, if you go back 20 years ago, it was always an artist who came to push the envelope, like Lil' Kim or Foxy Brown. That time they was known as like, oh, they showing too much, they doing too much. But now these days they got to do more than what they did because we used to all that. So now the bar is like, yo, I got to go above and beyond and just like really do something that no one else seen. I got to perform pregnant, or I got to talk about this, or I got to do that. Mm-hmm. I think 20 years later you're gonna see some crazy stuff on music videos or something like that. They just pushing the envelope constantly.
I don't know, but do you go in terms of music and like the envelope being pushed? I remember last year, I seen a concert and it was a white guy laying on the ground, and the artist, she urinated on him, and he crazy. Loved it.
That's
so
crazy.
like it's all kind of peculiar things, that kind of artists do that they've been doing that may not just get publicized, but it always, there's so many different routes, to this. And when you look at the comments for the most part are always derogatory towards our people. You don't see Eminem's first album with the pill on CD. You don't see people saying, "Oh my God, trash that. He's da 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 da." People love that album. He was talking about killing his baby mama. You see what I'm saying? So is it really is it a?
But good bars can help compensate for bad messages.
Yeah, but I can't say that she's not a lyricist, so.
No.
That's like bubblegum rap to me.
Yeah.
That's bubblegum rap. It's a ski, it come on. It's like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
Lil Jon is no lyricist.
Nah.
Big Sam Boy, they're not lyricists.
He just had
but when they come on, you tear this motherfucker up. So when you look at it in terms of that, they make feel good music. It's a feel good song, y'all. That's all. And folk can read into it. Rolling Stone got it right. When you look at the algorithms and the data points at the end of the day,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, they look at that data and see who they gonna push out.
Yeah,
her social media, her platform, her followers. Like
The algorithms ain't gonna lie, man.
Nah, numbers don't lie. These young girls are messing with Sexyy Red, man. They love her like ski, and I think it is pushing. It is pushing. What's the word? She's influencing a lot. You know what I mean? For young girls to conduct and act in such a manner, because I think when you're young, you're very influential, and she's pushing that. Like, it's cool to do this. It's cool to be ratchet. It's cool to talk about niggas you hitting and your baby daddy. And it's like, nah, that's really not cool.
It's not. And I would say, I don't want to come across as hating on a young black woman who's out here trying to make her money. I think Sexyy Red, and just FYI, it appears different on a different screen. It's just this one is different. I know you keep looking at it. But with Sexyy Red, I say make your money, do what you have to. My message is for the young women who can't separate, who can't. They can't differentiate that, hey, this is entertainment. This is, they sit behind with a room full of people and help develop this narrative and how they're going to present her and how they're going to come up with these songs. I remember Lupe Fiasco talk about that in the song Bad Bitch, where he talk about how you don't know these women's got injections. You look on Instagram, you think this is how I should look, and you have a false sense of reality. And I think for women to, definitely young women, if you out here laying down, opening your legs for women that you want to turn around and say, fuck my baby daddy, like, that song may be catchy, it may be funny, and you may sing it if you're in that situation.
Yeah.
But when you stuck with that kid paying child support, getting child support, and that ties into to a meme. I don't have it to share, but I'm going to read it. It was the child support meme that we talked about. But I'll let you guys continue what you're saying, and I'll bring it up once I have it together.
I'll say this, though. Play devil's advocate. We have had male rappers that talk about some derogatory stuff, and I don't think people never have came at them the same. Sometimes I think if it's a woman, it's a little different, because it's just a bad look. When you talk about femininity, it's just a bad look. But we have had some male, like Jeezy and T.I. or in their early stuff, they was talking about some stuff that wasn't good for young black men, but we still banged it though because it sounded good. But that's what I'm saying is you got to differentiate reality versus entertainment.
Well, it's just sad when it's our culture that has the duality that's such polar opposites, because in other cultures, they're a lot more cognizant and respectful of their cultures when making content, music, and everything, that they're not sitting here putting out things that are prominently destroying their community.
But is that the industry choosing what they want to put out? What our people will hear, what our young people will hear, because they choose what get played, what gets airtime, what albums get pushed, what songs get pushed. Like, they do choose that. So is it more the industry choosing what they're going to expose us to?
It's definitely the industry. If you ever seen the movie They Clone Tyrone?
Oh, yeah.
That was like, I had to watch that movie 3 times to really catch all the little Easter eggs it had in it. And it was like hair gel, chicken, laughter, et cetera, et cetera. So, the industry definitely is behind pushing certain agendas to attract certain things and gain certain interest and raise certain numbers.
I had a guest on Kamo who talked about creating a type of media for our people where we are able to help facilitate what comes to our people. More of almost like an ESRB, where they rate games, where hey, this is what you're getting if you buy this content, but it allows to help filtrate what you get to end result to your child or whatever. And he was saying that we need that for our culture when it comes to what we agree and what we don't agree. Hey, we can't stop you from going to purchase this music. Right. But for what we really truly promote what's good, try these artists that are really good, just as good making music, but it's more uplifting. It's the more toxic things that get the more play. It's the more controversial podcasts and everything that get the most airplay, that talk about the most controversial things. I mean, it's sad. It speaks more about our culture than it does anything. But I think that we should personally be cognizant, if you have children, or if you decide to have children, or if you're a single woman. And again, it's not, I agree that there are male artists who make just as bad songs. Of course, we were younger then, so I weren't really thinking as well. But I would say the same thing to male artists who are speaking about things that are destructive to our community. I just think that for women, it's a lot harder to be in that position as a single mom, saying fuck my baby daddy, depending on the system, and following what you see. You can't differentiate that. Let me have a good time, but let me turn it off. Let me divorce my actions to where I can go out here, get me a good solid degree, solid career, work, make money, be a great wife, and do all of that. But yeah, still have my moment where I want to listen to a good song.
Yeah, I think that's like what you digest. And the younger you are, the more influential you are. I agree. And I think it's probably up to the parents, because you can't stop your kids from listening to what they want to a certain degree. But you really got to be in their ear, just telling them like, yo, I know they rapping about this, and that's cool. When I was younger, I liked mine too. But let me just talk to you about the real. You know what I mean? Listen to what you want or whatever, but I want to teach you how to separate that. This is reality. This is what you need to be doing. Let me teach you about entrepreneurship, credit, and all these positive things. You can listen to that stuff, moderation, that's cool. Don't, but let me teach you about what's really important. Let me teach you about the struggle of single moms and why you should strive not to be one, not to have a baby at a young age, not to get yourself involved in these situations, so they'll know the real. Because if you don't, they be looking at social media like it's real life. And it's not real life. Social media, I don't care what platform, it's just not. It's just a filtered version. So you got to really teach them and talk to them about what's real, like the reality.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's more so informing your children of, like, no, this is real. That's entertainment.
Right.
These are the things that, these are the morals and values that, we go by, not that over there. And then I just think also, in this climate now, it's become so acceptable for women to really, go off. Like, Nicki Minaj has some lyrics that you kind of raunchy. But, like, you look at, now, is it Ice Spice?
Mm-hmm.
You look at my girl from Growing Up Hip Hop,
Lotto.
Mm-hmm. Now look at Lotto on Growing Up Hip Hop. And then when she got in the industry, now listen to the stuff she says now.
Right.
To me, Lotto used to spit. But look at, and she still has to go.
Right.
But that message now is way different because that's what the people want to hear.
Well, let's scratch the angle from a message. Let's look at this from the angle of just good quality bars. That's what I meant. When I hear the best rap song, I would have picked Lotto for number one. Although she's talking just as much ratchet stuff, whatever, however you differentiate it, however you need to raise your children, whatever you need to do, I get it. But I'm just saying from a good quality standpoint, what is the standard that we put on rap?
Oh, that's changed. It's not about lyrics no more.
It's not. No, it's not changed. The demographic, the ears have changed because it's way more accessible. It's way more accessible now, so the crowd has changed. But the art of the game is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the same, man. Like, I can look at Charlie Clips and all of them and Sue Surfing, all them battle, like, them dudes got to go. And I feel like them dudes still can do it, So I just think what it is it's so accessible now. And a lot of the ears that are listening to it don't even know what a real lyricist is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that it makes it complicated because the moment that it streaming went instantly to, I can go to iTunes and type in a song and boom, it's right there.
Yeah.
Before you had to go to 14 Karat Gold, you had to go down to Omega Music, Best Buy, and wait till Friday to buy the CD.
Yeah.
And then probably by Monday you might have like, oh man, Kendrick was spitting on that, Or you heard that Kendrick and Ludacris verse. Now it's instantaneous. Same day it come out, people was like, "Oh my God, this is the greatest song ever."
Yeah, and I will say, to the benefit of the way streaming is set up now, I am able to find a lot more artists that I would not have even thought about.
Yeah.
Because I say, I don't want to take my chance to buy an album I don't like it. Now I'm like, dude, where the hell you been? You've been making albums for years, and I've listened to all your stuff. So I will say, in the benefit of what we have now is great, and it is good for us hip hop heads. I guess Rolling Stones is not the be all say all, so it really comes down to the individual. And even if I disagree with her having the top rap song, it doesn't matter if the numbers say different.
Yeah.
Right? If the statistics say different, if Ski come on and both my daughters sitting there reciting the song, and you don't listen to it with me, it's like you listening to it with somebody. As my wife, what you doing? But just a funny thing for young women who listen to Sexyy Red or any of the other female artists, and you're not able to differentiate. I just want to tell you something funny from a male's perspective. So I seen this meme, funny meme. So the guy asked this question. He said to women, he said, if you need child support to pay for your bills, you don't need custody. That's the question. That's the statement. Funny ass guy said, I love paying my child support. Where else can I find a full-time sitter with everything included for $400 a month while I'm out smashing everything, getting spoiled, and treated like a king? She could have $13 a day to get lost.
I told you, he's sharing too much, man. He's giving away cheat codes. Like, you know what I mean? Now, I think so. Your bills is gonna be your bills, whether you get child support or not. So when that comes to like veteran and rent, car payment, insurance, and DP&L and all that, that's gonna be the same way if you have a kid or not. That doesn't impact. It doesn't go up that much. Your bills is gonna be your bills.
But here's the thing, from the perspective of the guy, for most time women are awarded custody, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
You know it is.
So they're most times awarded custody. So with them being awarded custody, that means the man can go out and live their life and have fun. Guess what? You put me on child support, $300-$400 a month for that child, fucking $500-$600. Hey, cool. I get them when I can. Right? Now, you sitting there, fuck my baby daddy, but your baby daddy out here really fucking everybody while you sitting here trying to find a sitter and be able to get out and live hot girl summer. But you can't live hot girl summer because you got to find a sitter.
Right.
So what message you want to listen to?
Yeah. That's just about the half of it. I mean,
you know what I mean?
6 in one and half a dozen other.
Yeah. So I just say this. If you decide to listen to the music, just be able to differentiate. But we're going to go ahead and switch topics because I got something a little bit more important. And you guys are both. Steve, are you religious?
Not religious. I want to say religious.
You believe in God?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You believe in God. I know you do. Right. And I have my struggles with it, but I'm back to believing. And it's a very touchy subject. And I definitely want you guys to be as honest and open and candid as possible. But it's regarding the allegations of TD Jakes and Diddy. Before we get to it, I just want my viewers, just in case you don't know, I'm going to play a video where you're able to hear the allegations, and then we're going to give our commentary on it.
Ski. You know, we used to. Oh, you about to play it.
Ohio homeowners, we need to talk. Solar works
It doesn't play like
in
that
Ohio.
for them.
Before I say anything, this is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has
They
turned
can't hear
over
that.
evidence
Only
to
us.
the Fed.
It's a loop.
Yes.
You can't hear it?
To the Fed.
Your
She has
headphones
turned
might be
over
off.
videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not finna say nothing else.
Says here, yo, bro, Cassie has turned over substantial amounts of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with Blank, I have to protect this person. They're going through a lot right now. and her lawyers, she finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contain footage of parties and other private gatherings that feature some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone and USBs that belonged to Kim Porter with incriminating evidence against Diddy. I'm told that there are a slew of artists, politicians, and entertainers that are about to be exposed and arrested for H10. I'm paraphrasing there, okay? H10. I'm told that Cassie's husband played a significant role in getting Cassie to turn over the evidence. It's to my understanding that Cassie felt that by exposing the truth, it would also make her look like a filthy Moor, and I'm paraphrasing there, because some of the videos she turned in, it shows her getting number one, okay guys, I'm paraphrasing again, and committing more disgusting acts that she was forced to do. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom. Wow. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just years old. It's been said that the young man was forced to perform sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys. You can actually put two and two together to understand what I'm trying to say. It's been said that the man's family were members of the Potter's house, but left the church in 2015. According to multiple church insiders, the parents were paid off to keep quiet. The guy's a grown man now and is seeking his own justice. It's been said that the young man doesn't even deal with his parents even to this day because they took hush money. According to Pastor Blank, and I have to protect this pastor, Bishop Jakes is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
Just don't look good for nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Hollywood is being
All right, so before we get to the point where we play TD Jakes' response, how does that make you feel hearing that?
Makes me feel absolutely nothing at all.
Nothing?
Like that's seems like a lot of clickbait. I just
better question. Not so much if you feel he's right or wrong. Not asking. What do you believe the implications would be if the allegations are true?
Ooh, major. Whatever was in the dark's gonna come to light. And if it's TD Jakes, if it's true, that puts him on a whole different level because it's TD Jakes.
Grace is mean.
Man, that's a fall.
Yeah,
because I like TD Jakes, man.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy a lot of his sermons and a lot of his work, and I feel that there's definitely an attack on the church, attack on the hierarchy and patriarchy of the family unit, and just believing in the church and how the structure of it and the way you can destroy anything is by cutting off the head, and he's the head of that church. Now, I was always taught that several things. For one, that the bottom of every lie there's a bit of truth. Also was told that a lie can circle the earth twice while the truth is in the house tying the shoes. That the lie. Yeah, my mama tell me that all the time. She said a lie would circle the earth twice while the truth is at the home trying to tie his shoes. You don't even know what's being said at this point.
So what is that? Okay, so what does that analogy mean?
Well, it basically means that people are going to do the clickbait. They're going to buy into the BS. They're going to take that lie because it's provocative. It's this prominent man. Even if they agree or disagree with him, they're going to listen to that. Yeah. Before, and I would say his members that truly understand him and can see the spirit on him, that see him on a day-to-day basis, I would say they believe this is nonsense. That this is whatever. You understand? And now I also understand you can't put anything past anyone. Yeah. Because Bishop Eddie Long back in the day, he had some great sermons, and came to find out he was poking young men. And
it's true.
Yeah, and it came out. So I feel like that what's done in the dark will come to the light. And again, we all have our struggles. So I'm not going to judge this man if that's what he's doing, because he made a good point, which I'll get to. He talks about the blood of Jesus covers everything, no matter what the sin is. So as long as your relationship is right with Christ, you can, pray for forgiveness and move on. I think that it would definitely hurt your reputation. I would hate to be in your position to have your livelihood and everything built on this, and your reputation and your legacy, to come to find out that you on the bottom too. Like,
all endorsements are done.
Yeah, I mean,
everything's done.
Forget endorsements. I mean, you're on, if it's true and you're on the bottom, guy.
Yo,
you on the bottom. I mean, you getting your cheeks clapped.
Bruh, no, man.
You don't even look like a bottom. You look like a top.
No comment.
You know what? And like when I first heard it, I really didn't believe it, because when I listen to TD Jakes, it's just so inspirational when he be talking, man. Like, TD Jakes moves me with his messages.
TD Jakes is a man's man.
Yeah,
and not to say that a man's man can't, move differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I like I like how he's about to step into this.
Yeah, and let's go into what he addressed it.
I ain't come to convince you or nobody, because I know who I am. That ain't what this is about. You can think whatever you want to think. I don't care. I came to do my job. I came to prophesy as I was commanded. I came to hear the master say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." And anybody who has that kind of government on their shoulders don't have time to be playing with freaks. Some of you logged in or come in out of concern. Some of you come in to hear what I'm going to say. All of you who expect me to address a lie, you can log off. I will not use this sacred day and this sacred pulpit to address a lie when I have a chance to preach a truth. I will stand straight up, head up, back straight, and preach the unadulterated, infallible word of God. Because that is what the pulpit is for. But there will be a time. So you can stop dragging people and arguing with people and fighting and just log off. All you do is just hit the button. Right there. Log off. There is no show here. In the Gospel of St. Matthew, chapter number 1.
I'm looking at far away.
So can they see us, or are they just looking at the video?
You see us now? All right. So, and I heard this message several times before starting this video. I felt he addressed it as it should have been addressed. If you come here to hear me apologize or me to be sorry for something I didn't do or to repent for something that I didn't, that's not going to be the case. You can log off. You can move on. Not going to address a lie. Because sometimes when you do that, you give it
more life, more fuel.
Right. You give it fuel. You give it the life. And I don't know what dark people, and I'm moving on the premises this is false. I truly believe, I talked to my mother-in-law. We had a great conversation about this, that when you can see the spirit on him, you can see, ain't no way this man is doing that. And it was very heartfelt. And I say to the evil individuals who are creating this lie and manipulating this information to cultivate this rumor mill. I don't know if you're doing it for clickbait. I don't know if you're doing it for attention or to just tarnish someone's legacy. I had Tony on for the last episode about his book regarding legacy. And the name of the book escapes me. But the point remains that we go through our whole lives, and as you get to a certain point, all you think about is your legacy and what you're going to leave for your children or how the world is going to remember you. And I think that to have something like this brought up about you when you spend 50 plus years of your life preaching a ministry, going around, helping people, going to different countries, creating movies, content, all these things to help people make their lives better. This one single event would have destroyed all of that. So for someone to even create that, I think the devil is at play big time.
Yeah, the devil's at work.
He's at work. Now, with regards to Diddy, was he doing something? I believe where there's smoke, there's fire.
Diddy was doing.
He was doing something. There's way too many people echoing and saying the same thing about how he act and how he go about things, that to infer that he's not doing something is almost just a willful disregard for reality.
So I guess my question is, well, then why did anybody do or say anything about it then? That Diddy then, back then, wasn't nowhere near as monetarily powerful as he is now.
You talking about with specifically like the Cassie?
Try to get closer to your mic, or pull it to you.
So with the Cassie, the situation it is over within the last couple of years. What?
That just came out this year though,
Right.
as far as it coming out.
But she's referring to events that happened years ago.
In the past, like she's been dealing with him a long time.
Right.
So
So they kept it in the right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but she'll say like it was victims do that sometimes. Like they don't think no one's gonna believe them, and they scared to say something. But I don't know. I'm just like, we ain't hear nothing about this in the past until now.
Right.
So why we ain't hear nothing about it?
Right. It's never been a Diddy Cassie thing.
I never heard nothing regarding Cassie. No, I have not. But Diddy's name has been circulated amongst a lot of other people and a lot of other things. And I feel that, as I stated earlier, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think that those who could have came out probably didn't, because he is a very powerful man. And that could be career suicide. For example, if you're trying to get into music or get into biz or get with any connects, he's so powerful that you could choose to maybe say, hey, I'll turn a blind eye to what you do. Now, I think that's between him and God, and I'm not here to judge the man. Very well, all of it may be lies, but that's where I feel like the bottom of every lie, there's some truth. Now, with regards to TD Jakes, I'm here to stand. I don't believe that man has anything to do with that.
Yeah, I think TD stand on business, as they say.
Right.
I'm gonna side with him until I see some concrete evidence that proves me wrong. I'm gonna side with him for right now. But what you were saying about Diddy being powerful, remember when they were saying who was the talk show artist? What was her name? Wendy Williams was saying something about Diddy, and he didn't like it. And they said like the next week she was out of there. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, he got her up out of there. No one was willing to work with her. So I get that. Like when you're in a position of power, you may be scared to say something because it'd be career suicide. Like I get that. I'm just saying we didn't hear anything as far as with Cassie until this
And it could have
year.
been the same thing for her. He could have had. I just think that it I don't want to say it's nefarious or there's not real victims out there. People, just because you didn't say nothing doesn't mean it didn't happen to you. Because I know people who go through abuse for years, get out of it, and they never say anything. Or they come out years later and you say, well, why didn't you leave this person who was punching you and throwing you down the steps every day? And it's a cycle.
Bro, steps, bro.
Exactly. I mean,
So is she married to that white guy?
she is.
Okay.
Or she's with the new guy. Yeah.
She's with the new guy, right? I'm gonna stand on money is gonna always be the root of evil. And if I can get some dough out of you, and I personally know you, I know you paid.
Yeah.
Why would I not try you?
Well, again,
because nobody else has tried it.
But
so why just her?
Now, that doesn't mean everything she said is true. I'm not saying that, but there had to be some level of vulnerability for Diddy to settle that lawsuit a day. There had to be something within it to where his legal team felt it'd be better to make a settlement in this quickly. And for anyone who ever dealt with a lawsuit, if you ask for, let's say you got to a car accident and you go to try to get a settlement from the insurance company, they'll lowball you.
Yeah.
And if you give a counter offer and say, hey, they said, we'll give you $1,000. Like, hey, no, I want $50,000. And then if you settle the next day, they really met you somewhere in a market where you want it, to where your lawyers will say, hey, cool, we're going to go sign off and do this. So that means that the insurance company knew, man, this person was in the right, and it would be in our best advantage to settle this. And I think whatever she had on Diddy, it had to be something, because if it was me, you're going to take me to court and prove that I did any of that to you.
Yeah, I get that, but ain't nobody got time for that. If I got dough in 30, Draymond Green, no, they ain't got no problem knocking nobody's head off.
Right.
You know? Look at all the, and this is just kind of a sidebar but parallel. Look at all the professional athletes that do dumb shit, but and don't care about writing their check. James Harrison, that's one of my favorite Steelers. Man, all the legal hits and dirty hits he did, and write that check. Here you go.
Right.
So who's to say that with this, his lawyer team wasn't like, hey man, you know this will get ugly, right? Go and get her out the way. Because
it could be.
We dated.
Yeah.
We dated or did whatever. So there is proof of that. But we know how these things end.
Right. His image and all that.
You see what I'm saying? We know how these things end. We just seen some juggernauts go down.
Yeah.
And we don't want you to be on that list, Puffy. Again, world, I'm not saying he did or he didn't, but I'm looking at it from there's a monetary gain in this. And that's the one thing we ain't talking about, this 30 mil that she just got.
Yeah. She got 30 mil?
It was 30 mil. Settled 30 mil. What?
She got 30 mil, bro?
It didn't say what it settled for. That amount is undisclosed. She asked for $30 million. And that's the point I was making about if, for example, for like an insurance company, if you ask for, let's say, $50,000, if they offered you $1,000, you're going to say no. Right. But let's say they offered you 40. You may say, let's take the 40. Let's call it a day. So I would say the amount was close enough to where her legal team said is advantageous. Let's go ahead and settle it out.
Okay. So with
that being 24 hours.
With that being said, well, yeah, it's two things. I think there was something there. Where there's smoke, there is fire. So it was something there that could hurt his career. And number two, in this climate in 2023 with cancel culture, it might have been in his best interest. When you weigh it out,
I can see
because
both sides,
20 years ago, this might not have stuck. It might not have had traction. But now, bro, you'll get canceled for something you said 10 years ago, and they'll cancel you today for something you said then. It's just the climate and the environment. So it might have been in his best interest to go ahead and wrap this up, take this $20 million and head up on down the road. You know what I mean?
But look who he's in partnership with Revolt, Chase Bank. Who else? And it was another big juggernaut. Was it Verizon? I know one of them was Chase, and I forget the other one that 50 said. That, because 50 exposed the money.
Yeah.
So here, I'll buy Revolt. I know you did it with this. So for me, I'm looking at it like, I got enough money to take you to trial. I got enough money to outlast you. Mm-hmm. So I don't think going to trial necessarily would have been an issue.
Right.
Right. I know over the years, Diddy and TD Jakes have been, that they've been, at each other's house and, hung out and all that kind of stuff. TD Jakes hang out with a lot of celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing is, first with Puffy, prominent black man, as I said last week, prominent black man in the culture. Now you got TD Jakes, yet another prominent black man. Who's not going to click that?
And you know what? I think, too, he wrapped it up quick because a year from now, no one's going to care or is going to talk about this. So he get it done quick. A year from now, it's going to be something else. Another allegation, another something.
Right. What was Kill at doing all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, man, he's publicly Kim Porter. Now it's who's the Miami chick, the city girl?
City girl. Miami, yeah.
Yeah, her. So it's like I'm out publicly with that, and now all of a sudden I'm just this horrid person.
Right. Yeah.
Now if she come out and say something, now I'm like this. Ooh, buddy, you might be on some bull crap.
I would say this. I don't think everything that was said about him is true. I don't. I just think there has to be something to where, as you pointed out, Steve, yes, maybe years ago this would have been nothing. But in today's cancel culture, it was probably like, yeah, it's probably best to settle this. But whatever amount he agreed to, it had to make her say, cool. Because I know before it even goes to where she files, I'm sure her legal team already went to them and was like, hey, we're planning to do this.
Right.
Let's settle this. And now I don't know why his legal team even let her file. They should have settled before he even made it to the news. Because now I feel like his reputation got tarnished from all these accusations. And that's where I call the BS, because as you said, where were you? Why didn't you say anything in the past? Or now are you guys looking for something, following the money?
See, that's a payday, because how long they been broken up?
Come on, that's all I'm saying, man.
If
like,
you see how long they've been broken up, she probably sent back like, this culture, this climate, we can get him for like 2015 just by
how
speaking
about the
out.
Husband?
Or him, yeah, man, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they was
ain't stupid.
Yeah, that's a money play, dog. It's man, because they was together for a minute.
And you said he did what to you? How'd that make you feel? I think you should go and come on.
Yeah, man.
He made you bang.
Yeah, he did
male,
this. He did
male
that.
sex workers.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I was like, "Bro, ain't nobody. You can't make your girl go bang something if she didn't want to."
I'm telling you, man.
I was like, she had to be. Now, if that's y'all freaky thing, that's what y'all want to get into. It's cool. I do see there's layers of BS in the story, and I think the biggest thing that just melts it all away is when TD Jakes out throwing it too. It's like, okay, now you guys are getting excessive. Now it's becoming just. It's whereas that, let's say you said that, or it started off as an anthill, now it turned into a mountain over nothing, is very evident with the accusations, and they may continue. I just feel that I'm not going to disagree to say that I have not heard rumors and things about Diddy before this ever came out. It was like the norm in hearing him doing stuff. Never heard nothing about TD Jakes. So that's why I'm just out. Now, here's the thing. If I see concrete evidence,
right.
If, let's say, some other young men come out and everybody starts spilling the tea and say, hey, TD on some Bishop Eddie Long stuff and start saying stuff. I mean, at the end of the point, you're going to have to do something to validate that you're not lying.
Yeah.
Because if people are trusting you and following you and hearing the words that you are preaching and feel they're divine messages, we need to make sure that you ain't out here getting your cheeks clapped.
I don't agree with that. I just don't.
You don't think so?
It's too much money on the table. At the end of the day, I'm looking for a come up. I don't care nothing else about whose feelings I hurt. I don't care nothing about none of that. I'm looking. Y'all ain't your average regular Douglas. We talking about damn near Billy over here with Diddy, and I know TD is.
He in the millions.
Some millies strong.
Yeah.
So we're talking about some real players, some real money. Come on, man. I'm going to do whatever it takes. That's a true definition of fucking blackmail. You know what? You remember when we was fighting and you did this? Hey, I need 15 mil right now.
Yeah, I think that cash was a come up. Right?
Like, come on now, man.
That's
just
come up,
just
man.
don't go from all of a sudden to now.
He did this and he did that,
God.
and I was a victim and this and that.
Yeah, like, but you never, you didn't tell a friend, you didn't phone a parent, you didn't phone a relative, a cousin, nothing. Then he paid all of them out, your whole bloodline off to not say nothing. There's too much money involved with just them two, TD and Diddy. Come on, man. Come on.
Let's take it a different angle. You remember there was always rumors and things regarding R. Kelly. Now, remember the situation between him and Leah. There were people, it was whispers talking about he had a marriage license and all of that. going to, he had other stories. And it was just always just a thing that he liked young people. Mm-hmm. And then it come to find out that he ended up going to prison.
Behind some bullshit.
Behind some stuff that's just kind of like off of just testimonies. Now, we could agree to disagree, but I for the public, I think it's a BS too why he's in prison personally, because I think the parents and all of that.
Man. Hold me a shot. Hold me up.
Get a man a drink, man.
Up, man.
I think it's a BS why he's in jail. I'll man if he able to get out, because I know Bill Cosby was looking into ways to help him, because technically he wasn't put in jail on evidence, in prison on evidence. It was testimony, and that to me can be, testimony is one of the worst forms of evidence ever.
Yeah. And
I think that goes back to what you said when it comes to Diddy and how much money and how powerful he is. As you said, it's like I can see other strong men, black men, that had everything destroyed just based off what someone said.
Majors.
Not evidence. Majors. Right. Yeah. And hell, he even had video evidence showing that he didn't do nothing.
What you say he was running like Borough? Bruh.
He was
running.
And wasn't that a misdemeanor though?
Hey.
What misdemeanors go to trial like that, man?
It was came from fucking Ant-Man. Oh, okay.
And it was like unintentional assault. What is come on, but you know how many average regular couples unintentionally assault each other, bro? Yo, they got majors good, man.
Hey,
I feel like it's an attack on our black brothers.
Hold on. Surviving R. Kelly. Because we ain't really been able to, I don't think too many guys been able to unpack this. And I think we're a real pack of wolves here. How the heck is your kid backstage, but you okay with it? You didn't make not a peep. Like, this is the Piper. This our Robert Kelly, man.
Right.
One of the coldest to do it. And you, as a parent, you didn't brag about it. Oh my God! But hey, we got to go. We was backstage at the Kells concert. You hear none of that. Like, come on now. We know. Come on, black folk.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have been all up in there. Like, oh, look at us, R. Kelly. Come on now. Come on, man. So these parents and y'all just let y'all babies just go out into the real world.
To me, it was a business. It was an arrangement. It was an arrangement. It was. I know that because the negative connotation or stigmatism upon men talking to younger women is really within American culture, because other cultures don't have that. Now, mind you, I'm not condoning it, because you ain't talking to my daughters. I don't give a damn. I don't care if they 18, don't even come their way. You know what I'm saying? So it was funny. My wife was watching a movie the other day, and it showed where the woman was a teacher, and her friend as a teacher started talking to her son, and her son was like a lawyer or whatever. I'll be mad. Thank you. I'll be mad if like, let's say if one of you dudes like talk to my daughters, bro, we want to fight, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I share that to say that naturally, you know, for me, I would never put my daughters in a position around other men. I don't care who you are. Definitely if they're older, I know they're going to look good, whatever. You guys are men.
Because you know the mentality of men.
So I wouldn't put my daughters in that position.
Yeah.
So I feel like for what happened to R. Kelly, for them to label him as that, I feel like they're no different. They're just as evil because they put their kids. It was a come up. It was about money.
Yeah, they didn't put accountability on the parents for allowing their children
at all. Zero.
To be around grown men. Zero. And they not around, and it's like, come on, powerful men, celebrities, come on.
When did that ever become the popular thing, Mom? Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's trying. He's making sure you're straight, man.
When did that ever become the end thing, though, y'all? Seriously, when did that ever become the end thing? As far as I can remember, if it's Michael Jordan down there, your parent not sending you down there by yourself.
Right.
Even though I see Steve walking down the arena steps. No, come on, we about to go down there.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there.
Right.
Why that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. They were sending their kids.
Yeah, like y'all just let them go backstage.
And it's a difference when letting your daughter go where it's a lot of men around. Mm-hmm. So if I let my son go and meet Michael Jordan, that's different than me letting my daughter go meet.
Right. No, I'm just saying from a parental standpoint.
Yeah.
We not even allowing our baby to even walk down here by themselves. Mm-hmm. So I say that to say, what in the world would make you think I'm gonna be okay? First of all, Mom, Dad, did y'all buy the tickets to the concert? Like, I have questions. Okay, so moral of the story is, I feel like, buddy, you had no business around McDonald's, but playing devil's advocate. I can't fucking tell you where to hang out at. That's like fucking Ron Harper. Ron Harper quit coming to Dayton, Ohio, because he was talking shit and they was hooping up at Princeton and they shot his car up.
I used to see him at Princeton, dog.
Yes, Ron Harper's never been back here.
Damn, you know what? His wife.
All the stories all the OGs told me.
Yeah.
Yes, all the OGs.
But his wife, his wife at the time lived over there by where we used to live in Dayton. She lived right. I used to like talk to her. Light skin, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, she was light skin. Her daughter was light skin. I used to flirt and talk to her daughter. Yeah. But she used to be like, my stepdad's Ron Harper. I was like, what? Like, yeah, so just small world. Just brought it up.
I'm like, man, I just feel like we know better, y'all. And to be honest, we live in this day and time where the clickbait, where the monetary reward is worth the risk.
Nah, yeah.
All they can do is tell me no.
Yeah, because when your name is cleared, they don't publicize that.
No,
when you're innocent, they don't, and there's no repercussions to the accuser, like the Johnny Depp thing. He was cleared, everything was cool, nothing happened to her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. Like, everybody wants negativity more than the truth. Yeah. It's the story they sell. That's the clickbait.
When the lie's more entertaining.
Well, like I told you, hey, my mom said a lie will circle the earth twice while the truth is at the home. Tying the shoes. I mean, seriously. I mean, it never really registered till I went through personal things in my life where, things were said about me that wasn't true. And naturally, you want to defend yourself. But I remember my mom told me, when you get to a point, just shut up. Yeah. If you got what you need to say about me, prove it. Because I'm not about to chase BS. I'm not about to defend my character or who I am as a man or what I stand on based on your insecurities or what you say. I don't have the time to do that.
But we've always been taught that, though, guys. Mm-hmm. If you know it's a lie, why are you going to entertain this lie? Oh, because da-da-da-da-da.
But it depends. It depends. I mean, just think about it. With TD Jakes, you could say that when it comes to him. But I feel like, man, you have to address it because it's you're in such a powerful position.
With him, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some things I feel like you have to. Now, if he come on every sermon and he's talking about, now he starts switching his sermons talking about the LGBTQ community plus and going hard on them, or now he start pulling back or condoning, is like, all right, bro. Something going on.
Yeah, but it's still a business for him too, though. Mm-hmm. Yes. Like even with TD, it's still a business. Like we're not gonna get that twisted. Not one preachers make dough. And when you got a mega church like the Potter's House,
yeah, for sure. He got endorsements and everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, every time you look on YouTube and you see a TD sermon or little snippets he gets on Instagram, he's seeing some revenue from that. Yeah, he is a business. He's a man of God, but he's also a business because that brother got to file taxes just like the next one do. So you're a business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, praise God and amen.
Amen.
So just to make sure we're clear when we close up. So just from my standpoint, I agree that TD Jakes, I believe TD Jakes didn't do anything wrong. I think him addressing it was very classy, and I think it was mature and is what he needed to do as a man. And I think that he didn't have to wait. I think addressing it was the best thing.
He got ahead of it.
With regards to Diddy, I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And do I think everything that's said about him is true? No. I believe there's something, and I hope that he takes the time to heal and figure out ways he could do better. And that's for all of us. We all have our struggles. I'm sure if someone talk about the 20-year-old Andrew is going to be different than 30-year-old Andrew. The 30-year-old Andrew is going to be different than the 37-year-old Andrew or the 40 or the 50. So I'm not proud of decisions I made in the past, but I'm also not, if it's something I did, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it didn't happen. So I feel like that with regards to Diddy, I hope that a lot of it's false. But I just feel like your name has been circulating too much and you're too powerful. I think it may be relegated to rumors, and then maybe, telephone thing when stuff started getting added and stuff got worse. But who knows? I don't know. I mean, who knows the situation behind it? I just know now, if I was him, the best thing he's been doing is just staying quiet. Is just shutting up. I think that's the best thing. Is like, y'all can say whatever y'all want. At this point, I can't comment on everything because, hey, maybe, like you said, maybe I did get into an argument with my baby mama. Maybe I did yell at her too much. Maybe it may seem in today's culture as domestic violence because I yelled at her. But you know what? It wasn't even like that. If I said the things that she did in an occasion when she's mad, she may get torched in today's society. But everything that goes on behind closed doors don't need to be aired. But money is, as Coach D said, is a root of evil. And you'd be surprised what people go through when they're getting broke. When they're definitely, if you come from like making a lot of money or having a lot of money to not having anything to needing, $30 million. $30 million. Yeah. I would say this. You lose a lot of respect with your points when you go for a civil suit. I just think if you truly believe you're a victim, go the legal route and a criminal route and file it that way. Like, I don't even want monetary. I want you to get in trouble. Even if you don't go to jail for a day, I want you to get in trouble. I don't care about money. That, to me, I would take seriously. Once you go to route and ask for $30 million, like, when you were smashing other guys and saying he forced you, it's just hard to believe. I'll close with that. Go ahead.
I'm standing on it is when you have $1 million players, such as the gentleman that we're speaking of. I don't care what the rumors are, because they're just rumors at the end of the day. It's like you said, Drew, it's been a thing with Diddy. But yet nobody's come out and really was like, hey, like he did this to me. Either like the young person with Eddie Long. You're like, hey, you touched me. Mm-hmm. He stood on that.
Yeah.
Who stood on it? Nobody.
They went the criminal route too.
Yeah. That's another thing. If you're making me do da-da-da-da-da, I'm sure there's some criminal charges that can be pulled out of that.
Right.
But you don't do nothing. How much money did she make prior to going into this situation?
Right.
How much money has she seen?
So she had a lot to gain.
So my thing is, hell, I started a new family. Was that a baby I saw? A new person?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I can use you. You're my come up right here.
Mm-hmm.
And because you are who you are, and it is believable that you do things,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use this to my game. So at the end of the day, Coach D's standpoint is, TD Jakes, I pray that you are on the right side. I pray you're on the right side. Puffy, I pray you're on the right side. However, right is right, wrong is wrong, and if both of you end up being on the opposite end of the spectrum, I can't support that because I'm a man with daughters. Mm-hmm. Can't support it.
Mm-hmm. And I think y'all spoke enough about that. I want to say two things though. Number one, when we was talking about the Jonathan Major thing, I think all real dudes don't really care how he got into it with his old lady or his ex or whatever. We still want to see him in movies. We don't care about that. Like, mm-hmm. I still want to see us. What does that have to do with the movies?
I like to still see Kane.
Yeah, like you getting into it with your girl and Disney dropped them and it's like for a misdemeanor. Like, you know how many people get into it with their exes and their girls and this and that? Real dudes, they can't say it because it's not politically incorrect or correct, but we don't care about that, man. We want to see you in Kane.
Steve, what's it tied to?
it's tied to Disney.
No, what's it tied
money
to? There you go.
And image and all that. And the other thing I was gonna say, you were saying your 20s, your 30s, going into your 40s. You know what's the same with you, like with all those transitions? You know what's the same? I tell you, you still dress like a Division III assistant basketball coach. That's still consistent, dog.
Hey, I've been knowing Drew long enough to know that he dressed like a statistician. He's sitting there. How many assists was that for? All right.
just like the dude who cleaned up the weights at the weight room.
Yeah.
Put the weight back.
Drew's the guy that dresses like the usher. Hey, I have three. I have three. Right this way. But I will say no. Hey, I think the years that I've known Drew, we've gone what, 20s?
Yeah, it was 20s when we was working at
20 years.
it was ABX.
No, you're right. It was. Were we teens or 20s?
No, I was my 20s. I had Kaden.
Okay, well then from 20s to our 30s on up to, I will say, Drew has always been consistently a douchebag. Nah, he's always been solid to me though. He's Drew. No matter where we have been, Drew has always been solid to me, and always has worn big jeans.
Hey, could you show your watch to the camera? We want to see. Bring it out. Is it real?
Is it the buzz down? You're talking about your watch.
Not
this rubber thing.
Oh nah, yeah, this a bust down.
What'd you get it on Temu?
Yeah, let me get them jeans in that watch.
Hey, he was signing up. He was signing up, man. He was signing up all them coupons. The whole outfit looked like you on Temu and shit.
I'm mad you said Temu.
What about the earrings? What about those?
Something else, man.
Hey, we want to answer. What about the earrings?
No, not the earrings. Is real for show, man.
What are they? Was it gold?
Yeah, they gold.
They're shields.
Yeah.
They're from the motherland. You know what I mean? The earrings is for show, man.
Just from the motherland too?
Man, it all is, man. I'm getting my old Indian tribe swag.
Nigga, you ain't Indian? What are you talking about?
It's pretty dope. I like that. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You ain't Indian? What are you talking about?
What you talking about, man?
Steve
I'm just
dressed like a...
Are you Indian for real? You Native American?
Boys to men.
What are you for real?
Bro, what?
You said Indian. What?
I said I'm getting my Indian. I'm just paying homage to the swag. I like the Apache, the pattern. That's all. But you know I thought black Wakanda forever all the way through. Yeah, you know what I am, man.
That's cool. Okay. Hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in today. We gotta hurry up and close this because I know he ready to take off these pants. He over here. You see, he can't breathe and shit. If I point the camera down, they tight as hell. Forever 21.
I need no brown today.
Yeah.
Necklace all black.
What I say, words on you? How tight you want it? Yes, please.
This guy.
Yes, Betty.
Please.
Thank you. Hey,
you look like a size 29, 30.
That shirt looked like a size XXL.
That's like a triple XL.
Hey, you should see the Crocs, guys. You see Drew's Crocs.
Pan the camera on the Crocs.
He got on those little taxis.
Crazy taxis.
That's stupid, man.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, fuck y'all, man. Oh, my shit, man.
Drew, hey, y'all. When you watch this, check out Drew's haircut. He's the guy that goes to the barber that looks like he didn't get a cut but got a cut.
Take off your hair. You didn't get a cut.
Oh, nah, you don't want to do that.
Y'all are sick, man.
Hey,
I know how we do, man. This is what we do. So,
where'd you get that hat at, though?
The hat H&M.
All in
H&M, yeah.
All in one or H&M?
H&M.
Hey,
H&M.
The boots are dope though. Gotta check his boots.
Let me see the boots, man. He can't move his legs. He He can't move his
He
legs.
got to snap the back of the knees to move his legs.
We need to zoom in on my man's chain right here.
Now, that's a Temu chain right there.
Definitely Temu, dog.
Shit, hey, one up Amazon. I give you that.
My chain came
Afterpay. If I ever seen Afterpay, there it is right there.
that he got his outfit from. The watch, my chain, that hat, and those shades. The shades called the spoons.
Hey guys, we'll be on next Saturday, going live, doing some reactions to some current events and things that's going on in the world. Timing is still fluctuating, but we'll definitely be on next Saturday. Something cool. So with the studio, wife bought this for Christmas. This is a Mova Globe. I'm gonna put a affiliate link in the description. If you guys decide to buy it, cool, man. Fuck with me. This is cool. It utilizes light and gravity to rotate. You guys like that?
That's dope. I've been sitting there watching. I thought I was tripping at first, but that is really dope. I like that.
Shit badass, right? All right, let me get off here, man. Steve is like, I could just see he's just looking at me. Just the pants are like, I need to come off.
This guy.
He got to change the outfit like right behind the camera. You can't even see it.
Yeah, tight jogging pants. Zip up at the waist.
Y'all stupid.